The global sumud flotilla. Hundreds of people, dozens of boats, sailing towards Gaza to break Israel's blockade. Intercepted at sea, sparking protests worldwide. What is it? Why does it matter, and could it change the world? The Global Sumud Flotilla is a civilian-led convoy launched in 2025. Activists, lawmakers, and even celebrities joined, aiming to carry symbolic aid and challenge Israel's naval blockade on Gaza. Organizers called it People's Humanitarian Corridor. This isn't the first attempt. In 2010, the Mavi Marmara flotilla ended in deadly clashes. Since then, smaller missions tried and failed. Sumud is the largest in years. Designed to draw global attention, not just deliver supplies. In late September 2025, Israeli naval forces intercepted most vessels in international waters. Organizers claimed drones and electronic jamming were used. One ship, the Mikano, reportedly got closer to Gaza than any since 2009. Detentions triggered protests and government reactions worldwide. For activists, it's about breaking isolation and highlighting Gaza's humanitarian crisis. For the world, it's about law. Can a blockade be enforced so far from shore?
In an active war zone, if you continue and attempt to breach the naval blockade, we will stop your vessel and act to confiscate it through legal proceedings in court. You bear full responsibility for your actions.
Say that we are entering an active war zone, you're saying that we are entering a place where we are committing war crimes. This is against international law. Once again, the International Court of Justice made a provisional ruling that any attempt to hinder a humanitarian mission to Gaza is prohibited by international law and is complying with the request to make you accountable for the crime of genocide. The International Criminal Court has your Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu under an arrest warrant for the crime of starving children and starving people to death using starvation and famine as a weapon of war. Therefore, it's our moral duty to continue sailing. It's our moral duty to refuse any attempt of an occupying force to control humanitarian aid for the Palestinian people in Gaza who have the right of their sovereignty, who have the right of their self-determination and to control their own borders. Therefore, we do not recognize you as a legitimate agent to control any attempt to bring aid to the Palestinian people in Gaza. We request you to stand down, to do not commit another war crime among so many that you've been committed, and to stand down. Do not engage with our peaceful, non-violent, humanitarian solidarity mission for the Palestinian people in Gaza. I advise you again.
Each interception raises diplomatic costs and global debate. Will this spark a world war? Unlikely, major powers don't want global conflict over a flotilla, but risks exist. If foreign military escorts or casualties occur, tensions could escalate fast. For now, the flotilla's biggest impact is diplomatic. Headlines, protests, and pressure on governments. The global smooth flotilla is more than boats at sea. It's a test of blockades, law, and global conscience. In upcoming videos, we will dive deeper into the history, the technology, the humanitarian crisis, and the global response. Subscribe to follow the series.